Hi Globe, my name is Rajesh Kumar, and this time I'm going to present a book's summary in front of you. I have read many books, but this time the book which I'm going to summarize has a very profound impact on my life. It is one of best book which I have read ever in my life. Then you can understand what is importance of this book is. Initially, generally, I summarize book in maximum 15, maximum to 20 minutes. But if I will do this with this book, then it will be somewhat injustice with this book, and it will be injustice for its viewer. So I've decided to summarize this book minimum in three parts, minimum in three sections. So first sections, which I'm going to start it, and I'm sure if you will go through my each these three videos, in fact if you have not read book, it will not be needed to read, because I'm going to cover each and everything from scratch to pinnacle, which is actual learning of the book, which is fundamental and core concepts of the book. So let's start. Today I'm going to discuss about book which name is How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. It is written by Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie was a poor farmer boy, was born on 24th November 1880 at Farmville, Missouri, United States of America. So this is actually a fictitious book, as I have already whatever book I have summarized, that was non-fictitious, but this is a fictitious book. So just put your mind, heart, body and soul to understand it. And moreover, this book is all about you have to put much emphasis on implementing rule and techniques, whatever I'm going to put through in front of you. So this book starts from How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. After going through this book, even if it will go through, he will generate few skills which is essential for any human being to growth in his life. First thing, after going through this book, you will develop, or you can say you will build self-confidence. And second thing, you will develop leadership skill. Third thing, you will develop people skill. Fourth thing, you will develop improve your attitude and behavior and reduce stress in day-to-day affairs. And moreover, about this book, you will enhance your communication skill. And as I told, I summarize books under flagship of English Spell India. So that is, I told, instead of speaking in English, I like to call it communication, English communication. So if you will go through this book or this video, you are going to enhance your communication. So in approximately many years prior, worry is what? Worry is unknown fear. Worry is disastrous situations. Worry is somewhat a feeling of unfulfilledness. Worry is a resentment. Worry is a futility. Worry is a grassroots cause of anything, that either it will happen or not. It is somewhat suspicious. In such situations, if a person face then unknown fear taken you can say taken a glimpse in heart, body, mind and soul, then Dale Carnegie come out with a lot of techniques how to make our life worry free, worry less, and enjoy our full potential, applied our full potential on anything, whatever we want to achieve in life. So story starts from, I'm sure might be few of you have heard about John Hopkins Hospital. John Hopkins Hospital's founder Sir William Ogier, when he was a student, 24, 25 year students, he was worried about what he will do after completion of his medical education, how he will organize their day-to-day need, how he will start practicing, what will happen. He don't have any offer, he don't have any job. Then after a lot of struggles, he have suggested, he have start implementing himself a theory. Our main aim is not to looking a dimly lighted opportunity somewhere far away. Our main aim is to look forward opportunity which we have clearly in our hand. So through this thought, he had the concept of his fundamentals of life was like he was very worried, so he was not able to understand what to do, how to make things possible. Then he adopted a principle: day tight compartment. Live in a day tight compartment. What it is all about, to live in day tight compartment. Live in day tight compartment is prioritize our 24-hour schedule and make ourselves fully occupied, make ourselves busy in these schedules. Like we don't have time to worry about something. So he have done that and he could succeed. So one night when he was addressing a university student, so people questions him, he told them, he might be already tonight were thinking a person who is founder of a world famous John Hopkins Hospital, who has written 4-5 books, and his recent books was bestseller. Then this person should have some sort of special quality brain. But he told, no, it is not. My close associates, my close friend know well, my brain is my most mediocre character. Then question arises here: what is the reason behind William Ogier's success? He told, live in day tight compartment, be scheduled out to make ourselves busy in 24 hours, and that is actually secret of our success. So if you want to succeed in life, instead of being busy, thinking much, we have to occupy ourselves in 24 hours time interval. We should live in day tight compartment. And next thing is a magic formula to solve worry situations, because worry always appears in mind. It is like unwelcomed guest, either be one or not, no matter, it always be there. But we should know some tactics and techniques to tackle it. So Dr. William Ogier, not William Ogier, then there was an engineer, Billy Such Carrier. He is somewhat, you can say, father of air conditioning industry across globe. She was working on some project. He experiments something, but it get lost. So he was fearing that it would get he will get fired from his job. Then he come out with a solution, you can say it a formula. When worry knock our door, then we should ask ourselves few questions. For what I'm worrying about? What worse can happen if I'll not be in position to fulfill what is worrying me? And then after figuring it out, what worse can happen, we have to reconcile ourselves and accept mentally to bear that worst. Then third thing is he suggested, then automatically it will give a sort of strength to us. Then slowly and gradually we have to improve the situation and we should figure out what solution could be. Then we have to finalize or in mid of all possible solutions a solution, and we have to act on them immediately. That's all. In this way we can come out from the worry situations. Next thing is crop out worry from your mind until it has not destroyed you, otherwise it will destroy you. It means to say कि worry, which is premium cause of all stigma. Everybody knows, for all of us, what is most essential assets. Money, wealth we will generate, but when you will be fit and healthy. If we are not able to have ourselves fit and healthy, then it will be impossible for all of us to achieve success, to achieve whatever we want in all our life. Then all such diseases, all such very dangerous diseases like tooth decay, in fact you can say brain hemorrhage, you can say rheumatism, and in fact heart failure, hair falling, and moreover various heart diseases, lung diseases, and moreover each and every disease, lameness of numb, psoriasis, cholesterol, all diseases gross root cause is what? That is worry. If a person is worry free, then these diseases automatically, chances of happening these diseases will get reduced by automatically. So instead of worrying, we have to choose, we have to devote our time to find out some solutions how these things could get out of our mind. The next thing is what is suggested, how to crowd worry out of mind, because it is gross cause of worry. He will always, if anything happen, worry will automatically get enter in our heart, body, mind and soul. Then how we have to come out from that? Then it is, he have said, businessmen who do not know how to fight with worry die young, because businessman means very stressed, very budge person. Always various responsibility challenges appeared in front of them. They are not only who is responsible for managing their life, they are also responsible for managing their employees, families and everything. So a lot of pressures become part of their day-to-day activities. Then how they have to fight those activities, that is one of the biggest challenge which I have mentioned in book How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. And along with this, one more fundamental concept is what worry may do to you. Worry may do to you is what? All these diseases which I have counted on my fingertips few seconds prior, few minutes prior. Worry is prime cause behind them. So what we have to do? We have to do is we have to find some ready-made solutions. We have to keep busy. Keep busy is actually one of the cheapest and best medicine to crowd worry out of mind. Instead of it is a good saying, a worried person must lust himself in action, despair of losing everything. So keep busy. Keep busy is the right compartment. Budge ourselves as per our time availability. And next thing is what is said, don't let details get you down. It is what about, don't let details get you down. Ultimately, it is competitive world. Each and every instant, other people want to dominate you, want to take you credit, want to take your spot. Then every time worry will be in situations. As people grown up, as success become more lousy, then worry also become a essential part of life. Then what we have to do? This is core concept of the book, which I showed. Then it is all about what? Worry is all about. It has the situations which somewhat reduce our decision making power. So worry is essential to put out of our mind, either hook or by crook. Then writer have said a lot of things in life which will not be in our control as per time being. Then how to handle those situations, how to handle those problems. So he simply told, writer simply suggest, just let me go through. I have to reflect one thing. It is all about. It is okay. All right. Writer suggest, when in life something is not in our control, of course worry will be part of that, because things are not moving as per our expectation. If it is so, cooperate with inevitable. He simply suggests few things which you can't change. Instead of, if it is willing to be so, you can't change that. It is willing to be so, so you can't change. If you can't change, so don't put effort to change that, because it was so, it is so, and it will be so. So why do we waste our time in something which is simply stone? So try to cooperate with them instead of wasting your time, energy, money, and everything. If you're not able to, cooperate, simply separate yourself from that thing. This is the only strategy. Alright? And what next? Next that writer suggests, he said simply, in life few things which is very vulnerable. So it is essential for all of us to go with that vulnerability instead of just blaming for things that they are not in right direction. We have to do what? We have to do something constructive planning, and we have to take decisions as per time being, which will soothe our nerves, which will soothe our body. And the secret being miserable is what? To have the leisure, to better about what you are happy or not. Don't think about you are happy or not. Just think about whatever you are doing. You are just doing for making yourself buzz. If you are buzz, worry, tension, resentment, and anxiety, futility, this, that will automatically get dissipated. Alright? So instead of focusing much on what you are not able to do, instead focus on what you can do for the betterment, either for yourself or for cause for what you are fighting. Then he told, put a stop loss order in each and everything. What is stop loss order? Everything have a limit. If something we have tried, we have fairly and precisely put an effort to resolve either a problem or a consequence or an incident, but if it has get resolved, then fine. Otherwise we have to put a stop loss order. I will try this thing for only this time, only this instance. If it is not going to happen from here, I will left it. I'll not waste any more time. This is stop loss order. Stop loss order is a sentence which value can get realized, its importance get realized much more than any other industry, that is stock market, securities market, and simply that's called share market, where stop loss order is everything. If in fact somebody knows stop loss order is something which decide fate of stock market, then he will become winner. Otherwise, you will always be loser. So, in life, definitely it matter having stop loss order when it required. And next thing, which uh, Dale Carnegie mentioned, don't try to saw sawdust. Means simply he have suggested, don't try to figure out so much mistakes in others, because it will only crappen your progress, because might be your time and attention was required for something productive, but you were diverting yourself much in finding out someone else's mistake. You are actually devoting your time to saw the sawdust in others. So it is not going to be fruitful, neither it is going to be healthy, neither for you, nor your opponent, nor anybody. If you are putting much time on finding saw into the sawdust mode. So this is all about Dale Carnegie's few suggestions, few learning to identify crowd, fight from crowd, how to resolve our day-to-day problems, how to get succeed. This all was part first, and in rest, my few videos I have promised earlier. Okay, this is actually I'm going to finish this video in somewhat this book summary in 3 videos, 20 minutes each, almost hour, within hour. So just wait for next video. We'll see you there, catch you there. Keep smiling. Bye.